we're back again. I'm actually in the call now, in the lobby, so I am going to move over to a private voice call quickly. To apologise for that. Anyway, enough about that. Hello and welcome back to yet again another EFES round for the F1 division. I'm your host, Cooler. Or Cooler Deadpool, whatever you want to call me. And tonight we're racing at Barcelona. Catalonia, if I'm not 100% wrong. I do apologise for my bad pronunciation of Spanish names. But yeah, it's the fourth round. Spain, well, the first Spain track is here. If you don't want to talk about Valencia, but this is one of the more well-known Spanish track, except for the other one, Madrid, recently added into the F1 26 game. I just want to make sure my microphone is on. Everybody is still in the garages, so we will be waiting for the first cars going out. And interesting race. Last race, of course, was very reasonably okay, I'd say. Hungary. Nothing too comment about. It's more of a chill race at the end. Nice points for VLS though. They did well. We have one retirement. I don't know if there's any lobby remakes or anything. I think it was one of the VLS drivers. Yeah, Alexander Oceans. He wasn't the one retiring out. Nah, he's going slow. He's the guy we've all been waiting for. Pound track. Gonna miss the circuit when it goes eventually. But it will be, I think they said it was going to be a, for actual F1 though, I think they said it was going to be some sort of double, it'll be 1 year in, 1 year out thingy. Anyway, a load of other drivers are coming out now. VLS lads are of course out. The 1-2 finishers for the Hungarian race, for the F1 division. A very dominant race win for these guys. They took the lead, lost the first lap, and then took it back on again. Good fight with one of the VX drivers in the Alpine cars. But we'll watch Alex doing his first lap. Nothing really too much to say. VMV, of course, not in this competition anymore. Also is the RM. And yeah, at least we've got a few other cars, there's at least more cars compared to how it was in the beginning of the Hungarian race. No, the team's closed down. But anyway, on to the deployment for Alex, going down the main straight. I won't bring up any coordinates because I think that will just bore everybody out. Into turn 1, of course, this is where we saw many infamous overtakes going around the outside. Very close towards the line, you want to be for turn 1. Turn 2 as well, you can let the car flow out to turn 3. And normally you just stick his toes into turn 3. Turn 4 maybe even. I don't know, turn 3. And of course the turn 5. There's turn 5. This is turn 5. Definitely didn't tell my drivers it was handball. Yikes. Oh god. Hello TT and Jack. There might have been invalidation for our driver here tonight. We'll move over to the spectator cam. And deployment is very low now, so he will have a little bit more to play around with. But still, that deployment is getting low. But I don't think he'll use most of that up for this. Last few corners of the racetrack. I'm really glad they actually took away, I think it was in 2023, they took away the corners just before the end straight. And there's a 12.5 for our driver who was first out. We'll move over to Bart Botti, who probably doesn't set a lap. So up next goes Victor Garcia. Probably home race. It's a very... Let's see here, the other drivers. Bad driver F1 sets a time behind. Jocelyn in there. Dragsy, 22, and Poco as well, 3rd, 4th. Subsurs moving to 6th. QDR Gary and QDR LK16 moving up the field as P3 and a P4. Not too far off behind Victoria Garcias, but of course Alex with a dominant performance already, showing where his true nature is for this Grand Prix. And then Lemeth, we'll call him Lemeth, FCS Lemeth, racing for IRT. So a few other drivers have not set the lap time going up now. We know Yusuf, I remember him from before. He's got a driver behind, so a little bit of a bad thing. I don't really want to be there. I don't know if that really impeded his fellow competition, IRT Mohammed, setting the third quickest time. We actually missed this. 5 tenths off still, 6 tenths to be a matter of fact. So it is a good gap between P3 to P1. But of course, Alex Oceanus will have to show that dominant performance yet again, hopefully in the next stage of qualifying. A few other drivers are actually going through the field now, just ending up the times. I think most of them are actually going into the pits. But Botti, or AIT, and hopefully score them a few points. They didn't race. I don't think they raced last race, so a good amount of points is necessary for their constructors championship. But I think that driver is warming those tyres up because I don't think he's on a lap. Now another few drivers who haven't set a lap yet is of course the two McLaren drivers of LGS. LGS have not set a lap time at the moment. Barbeth is going into the pits, and Yusuf as well is I think just gone out, starting the lap now, so they will be the first driver we'll have a good look at. Jocelyn is on the lap now as well, we can see. Low on fuel though, so unlucky if that fuel runs out. Move over to the cockpit camera, have a good look. Representing ARET, AERT. Battery's running very low. RT Mohammed has left the session. He gets back in, low on the battery, and that's going to be a little bit of a pain. But still moves up to 10th with 13.3. It's very close between top 2 and all the way down to top 12. Of course, as well, VLS Victor Garcia is in a good position as well. VLS, amazingly performance, dominated last race. Will they dominate this race? I believe so. But who will be here to stop them? Well, I think Mohammed, if he turns back in this race, will probably have a good chance. But of course, the QDR drivers will need to step up. They have got a good opportunity here to score some good points with both of the drivers in at least the top 6, considering top 10 as well. We also have the IRT drivers, about 5 placements away from each other, but still could score some good points. It's around about 3 tenths, so maybe that turn 1 with the Aston driver would have made a little bit of a impact on his lap, but he's on the lap now. IRT Mohammed has joined back, and Sauber Yusuf is joining his first lap, starting his lap. His teammate, a few of 10th behind QDR the Williams during the Hamilton and Rosberg corner. Close there for, normally I'd see people flow that corner out up the hill just before the Hamilton corner, Hamilton straight. But he's recharging now for the main straight, but he's going on to that deployment, trying to get out of the S section as quick as possible. And now he sets his eyes. Low battery though, there's nothing you would want on the straight. You want to keep at least a good amount of percentages. There's a purple sector for the XR driver, so hopefully he will stick on to that. Could be a glitch. Now, deployment on through the quick right hander onto the little mini straight, and he's got 70% DRS. What can this driver do? Can Sauber deny pole for the VLS drivers? No, he can't. It's a 13.1. That's very tight between everybody tonight. except for Alex, who is describing himself as probably continuing to be one of the great drivers of this session, trying to fight Strolls around with... I'm joking, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Prime Max Verstappen in 2023. Could have had pole every single race. Few were denied. Lewis denied him in Hungary. Charles denied him some race as well. Why is there only 16? Well, we had VRM, Vroom Vroom, probably they shut down. And then another team also shut down. I'm not sure who they were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we got all the drivers, but I think another team shut down, so we are short on drivers, or some are just having left with EA problems. That was discussed on last weekend. It's a shame TTN is not in F1. I'd be rooting for them, but since it is my home team. I'm not sure. I think they did. I'm not sure. I can't. It was a discussion last weekend that one of the teams had EA problems, and they decided, no, we're not going to take this. As soon as I started even yapping, Alex Oceans just absolutely found 2/10 somewhere. He just put it out of his pocket, so we'll have to check his teaming out. Victor Garcia is also looking on a good run, so where can he put himself? He's also 2/10 behind. He found half a second, almost, in his lap. Very close to his fellow comrade. Mohammed, on the other hand, is on the lap. Anyway, there was discussion in Hungary last weekend. 2 teams left. One team left because they shut down. I'm not sure which one is which. And the other one with the recent EA problems they had with both their drivers. Let alone all their drivers probably had EA problems. They decided to pull out. Or it was something with our management leading to them leaving. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to gamble on the questions. But yeah. Anyway, we'll move over to someone else because this is getting a little bit boring. Barbot, what can he put himself on? He doesn't set himself a time, so that's nothing good for ART. Von sets a little bit of a quicker time, but I think to a major. Now, what I wanted to see is VLS Victor Garcia's is on the lap as well, but he has got a hot opportunity McLaren behind. And Mohammed. VRM could have been an asset for this anymore after the drama. True. True. It is right. I mean, there was a lot of drama, to be honest, during the races. Interesting for a commentator to comment on, but honestly, I can get when you have so many problems, both with just drivers in general. LK is looking really quick improvement. Hopefully he sticks that on. I'm actually going to keep an eye on this guy. Whoops. LK16. Final corner is a 8-second. So where can he place his car? Hopefully he can deny the VLS stripe. No, he can't. He puts himself in third though. There's no way this VLS are dead ass. I don't know. They were dominant last season, and they're dominant this season. Or they were dominant this. They're dominant this race with qualifying, and they're dominant last race as well. So it will be talked upon, I think, a lot. Because if no one can deny these guys pole, they will have to be on another level. I can say this. I've been working with them, and I know they got good gaming chairs. They got amazing gaming chairs. Anyway, it will be the final stint of this qualifying. Jay Slyn will start their lap time. Not a lot of people here tonight, which is a little bit of a shame. 13. I respect that a lot. At least there's some people watching, so I'm not talking to a brick wall. Anyway, Cristobal Rees. He was racing though on the other hand, but very unlucky luck for him. I think he could have been much higher. But he's going through turn 3. Almost on the grass as well. Why? He's very close to the grass. He's got probably a little bit of the... two. He's not one... He's not... No, he's not that off. He can't be that off. Recharging through the corners. He's on the battery anyway, so he is pushing. They can't be so off. Yeah, he's off. He's lifting coaster too much. LK is not on the lap. There's one driver on the. He's out of battery. No fuel. Fuel. Jay Slim will finish up the lap, entering the final corner now, and it's into the pits. Aborting the lap time and it's into the pits. 3 minutes on the clock. I think he wants to find a steady improvement, not need to worry about anything else. Cristobal is in as well. One of the Haas drivers driving for it's WRL. Finding a bit of time. Poco moving up to 6th. Good stuff. I do apologise for my retarded brother in the background. I hope he's not swearing and saying any cuss words. Especially not stupid words. Anyway, Villas Victor Garcias will try to deny his fellow teammate Paul onto the battery, is it? Yeah, sorry. Don't know what he's doing, but he's not starting. These guys need to be studied. Anyway, Mohammed, no, it wasn't Mohammed, it was QDR Wheat. VMV has joined. It's in the caddy. I'm not. Oh, and we have a spinner. Baby driver F1. WRL spinning. A lot of traffic though, that's one thing that can be mentioned. So I think IRT Mohammed would not like the Aston in front of him. But he's pushing, trying to deny VLS pole. He is looking quick. Good amount of battery though, just before turn 3 and deploying that. Trying to get closer. Hamilton corner incoming. And he's up on his time. He's not finding good amount of time, but he is close for improvement. But to deny the VLS driver's pole, you need to find at least 7/10 or even 8/10. But he's slowed down. IRT driver Mohammed has slowed down. He can see the traffic ahead, so I don't think he's going to deny. Hello, Sebacan Fish. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so I do apologise for that. Anyway, LK16 will be another driver starting their pole. And Alex Oceanus is trying to find even more improvement, if it's even possible. I don't even know with this guy. But yeah, VLS needs to be studied. VMV Florian leaving, retiring, starting in no points. Trying to score VMV some more points. Will he find time? If he does, I'm going to smack my monitor. No, he doesn't. 0.026 off. It's still time, but a few other drivers are also on lap. LK. Good distance behind pole sitter. So if he gains more time, he could probably find. Oh, and he spins. LK16 spinning through the corner there. So that's nothing good. That's his qualifying over and done with. Also a little bit of impediment. Just Victor Garcias behind as well. But yeah, of course, Alex has found a purple sector in his time. So this guy is just throwing stuff out of the pockets of his trousers. Somehow he's just finding attempts anywhere. Swear to God, this guy does an 11, I'm going to cry. He actually did find time, 0.02 of a second, fair enough. I'm going to smash my monitor. Anyway, Victor Casillas going behind as well. Is going to be pole, is going to be denying his teammate. Yeah, he does! He denies his teammate pole. So that is him down. Anyway, moving ahead, another guy. Oh, Mohammed is up on their time. Poco as well spinning. Dragsy, QDR, Jerry Wissies. Improvement to 4th. Dragsy finding time as well. Up next is none other than the Aston Martin of Jinley, 12th. He'll stay in 12th. Rebel driver of Dragsy moving up to 3rd position. That's a good result from FSR. I don't think anyone else is on the time except for Poco, but Poco is going to be an absolute moron, sorry, and decide to go into the pits. He's going to waste everybody's time, so Boo Poker in the chat. Big L for Poker in my opinion, because he's actually deciding to go into the pits when he could have just retired. Numbskull. So anyone else, yeah, please just retire. So we can get on with racing instead of watching people just being lifted from the ground of an F1 car. So commentator's not happy with Poco. Unimpressed. Very unimpressed. And yeah, that is qualifying over and done with. Babrotti 8th. Watching the driver now. Anyway, let's see if I can speed run here. Anyway, Victoria Garcia denies fellow teammate Alex from pole. Draxine 3rd. LK16 in 4th. Jerry Ruiz in 5th. Mohammed in 6th. Paco in 7th. Barbot in 8th. Ventus, whatever, 9th. Something in 10th. Baby Driver F1 in 11th. Jay Slyn in 12th. Cristobal Rees in 12th. 13th. Lewis P 14th. Sabers in 15th. Yosef in 16th. And Florin in 17th. And I actually almost made that without some German guy deciding to make his name as complicated as possible for a English/Swedish speaking commentator. And yeah, hopefully VLS don't, because I'm not rooting for you guys anymore. And it's raining! It's a rainy Catalonia race, so that would be extremely interesting to see cinema. So I wonder who's actually decided to go for a wet setup. That's why probably some drivers actually went slower during qualifying. Maybe going for a wet setup. I hope it doesn't. I hope there's a crossover. I swear to God, if there's not a crossover, I am going to break my monitor, I swear. Deadpool's honest about it as well. And now I will wait for these drivers to ready up so I can do my infamous go sign, because I don't have anything better to do. Wow. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a good evening/night. I am. But at the moment, we are waiting. Deadpool's getting bored. Share this stream out. I wonder, something I've been wondering is how many esports teams are around. It's probably like 100 at least. You just find some esports team somewhere. No, well, if we're 16 drivers, that means we're missing 3 teams. Yeah, we're missing Audi, Mercedes, and then a Cadillac. We only got 1 caddy. So are we 17 now? Yeah, it's saying waiting for players, but I do not know what is going on. Dragcy is actually going mediums, so we can actually have a look at drivers' tyres. I actually didn't know about that. So, for some reason Dragcy is going mediums. I wonder if it's just light rain at the moment and not heavy rain, and the track is actually quite warm. But then again, why would everybody go mediums except him? We can actually have a look now. Has he gone? Yeah, he's gone mediums. La, la, la. Ah, here we go. And it's the 5 red lights in Catalonia. And boogie, let's go racing boys in Catalonia, Spain. Good launch from the VLS drivers, but LK is being dropped. Dragsy is moving up as well. A load of people dropping down. Cudio West, blah blah blah. Lower contact in the midfield there, but of course the VLS drivers got away really well. But LK is also very close behind Alex Ocean. We do have possibly someone moving back in the field. There's a load of fighting going on. A load of cars also scrambling for positions. Already in the start. A little bit of laggy internet. Dragsy is dropping down to 4th. But as it stands now, everybody's trying to go for the lead for this race. What's happening in the back here? Yeah, there's a few cars just scrambling for positions, but nothing really intense. Anyway, LK making a switched up opportunity to overtake Dragsy. Don't really want to be starting fighting now if I were you guys, because I would wait. But look at this, LK16 got a nice launch out of the corner for the straight, and he's getting close, and but oh, that's close. I thought both drivers went off, but they didn't. I guess it's just yeah, we haven't got really any telemetry up because they've absolutely forgot about that. But now with the extra charge of battery, we'll probably see some more drift changes. Yeah, Victoria Garcia moving up, taking that fastest lap, and two of the drivers are actually, or Alex is looking for to make a move. Yeah, I know. I do apologise. It's probably my internet as well. Didn't have time to restart or anything. Yeah, it's really laggy. It might not be my internet. It might be, though, but it feels strange. The other drivers are not on the field as well, but it's very, very slippy. Yeah, it might be my internet lagging, boys. I do apologise for that. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And we do have a yellow flag, and that's Jason, ART driver spinning. He's far behind now. Hopefully he does get an opportunity to fight back. I forgot the drivers are actually trying to make moves, but we haven't too much except for Barbotti 1. Struggling a little bit with that traction control. And Mohammed trying to make opportunity to pass AIT driver. And Victor Garcia seems pretty for that time. So he is the quickest man at the moment, although he's no extra deployment. He's well. Moves are being made. And I think that will actually make a move. A little bit of contact between the drivers. And there he goes, yeah, and that's Draxi being pushed away now, moving down to 6th, all the way from 3rd, in the 7th. It's a little bit of laggy on my end, I can see that. That's really good. And 9 for Dragsy. But LK is the driver to try to beat VLS for a win. But he's taking the opportunity very slow. Alex going very wide. Barbotti is making moves on teammate to LK, QDR, Jerry. And Jerry holds on to it. Holds on to 4th position, also stopping Jerry. But of course you have to be careful around this twisty technical circuit. And now Alex Oceanet takes an opportunity as well on this teammate. Oh, he's getting very close though. Extremely close. Jay Slip, good driver now. VLS dominate, I see. Yeah, possibly. They could do it, but then again, 16 is looking extremely close. Of course, we're just into leaders, not interval. But QDR are, of course, in the best position now to try to deny VLS of a victory. But it all depends on Jerry and LK16. There's a huge crash in the background. Dragsy and IT Mohammed making contact and almost out of the Grand Prix. I think Mohammed does have wing damage on that IRT. No, he doesn't. It might be Dragsy, but he is falling behind. So I think he does actually have damage, but just pushes forward. IRT V-Carb does not have damage. I think that Dragsy with damage. Yeah, he's missing the whole side of the wing. Left wing, for anybody wondering. But he's trying to fight VRL Baby Driver. Don't really know what's going on there, but a shame is a shame, but this is all about racing. LK16, what can you do? Pedal to the metal time now. Victoria Garcias is staying very close. I think they want to do a driver swap, but I don't think that would be. Yeah, here we go. Alex Oceanus is our new race leader. And he takes it from Victor Garcia. The driver into the pits. Don't know. Give it a minute to decide to try. Talk about fun stuff. Deadpool is going on a wedding on Tuesday. Anyway, enough about that. Alex Oceanus has the better battery, so this might be opening an opportunity up for LK16. But of course, no moves want to be made now. It's a little bit early into the race. But the battery is full, of course it would be full. A little bit strange it's on allowed to boost, because normally in these conditions you wouldn't want the drivers to boost, it would be a very high risk. Alex has the quickest time, which is understandable, and his fellow teammate on the other hand is getting very close to LK16. And behind the field we can actually have a look at what's going on. Few drivers grabbing competitions, and C-Tuber, that's what his name is, C-Tuber, going into the pits, changing those mediums already. What is going on? Is it already drying up on track, so it's ready to that crossover? Jason, yeah, and that's into the wall goes Yusuf. I thought it was a little bit too early, but he went full throttle and into the wall, and that is a wing jamming from FST driver. But I don't think he likes the wet. Is that damage to that Red Bull FST? No, it's not. Anyway, moving forward, it is that the dry conditions have appeared, so it was just the start of this race. So let's see who actually decides to go into the pits, because let's see if Alex decides. No, he doesn't. He actually stays out. Let's see any other drivers standing for a pit change. No. We'll move back to the front of the field again. And I think this is the opportunity for LK to make a move. Yeah, he's going to look towards the outside, but I don't think any move will be made. It's still a little bit draining a few parts of the circuit. And behind him, no moves are being particularly made. No. We'll move over to LK again, because he's the opportunity to get onto that second place podium to deny another dominant race win for VLS. And that was actually Victoria Garcia's off the track. Dragsy with a 21. And that Red Bull is going extremely slow, struggling a little bit to find that traction. But it's not all too wet. But we did see one of the drivers improving on that fastest lap. To move over to the fastest lap, you can actually see Dragsy, who was on those medium tyres, is finding the most amount of time. It's actually caught up back to the back of the field again. So I think it's opportunity now or never to go for those slick tyres. But going too early could result you crash. Now, Alex knows it's still raining. There's still a wet line, as we can see. But we don't know how long that wet line will remain. Anyway, moving over to LK60. Battery on, pedal to the metal. Will there be any opportunity for him to make a box? But on the other hand, who is deciding to make a box is Barbotti. He's going into the pit line. And LK16, yet again, no opportunity to go for a move the second placement. But he's sticking with VLS. So, and his teammate in a very good position here. No falling opportunities should be made between these two drivers, because the opportunity is there. And yeah, of course, the bottom drivers have made a stop. Team Mohammed making moves in the back. Pack. And that's your tyres for anybody wondering. But Cristobal making a move, and they get side by side Florin. And Cristobal making side by side Florin, taking for an opportunity. And he gets past. What a sensational move for the S's. And V&V is on the charge. Florian, who joined literally so late, is making moves through the paddock or through the field. And we'll actually move over to top of the field again. Not back, top. Move over to LK again. And yeah, there is a bad corner for Victor. And now, pedal to the metal. Deployment on. Will LK have enough speed? Yes, he's going to go for the offensive attack. And Victoria Garcias is still holding on to it, but no, LK decides to stop behind. A little bit slow for Victoria Garcias into turn 2 and then 3. And LK losing interest and dropping a little bit further behind. A lot of the drivers are actually pulling it into the pits now. So, the time has started to come. But the Inter tyres are, of course, very much into the inside. LK into the inside of turn 6. And Victoria Garcias just gets past with an amazing switchback. And now his teammate is a little bit further behind him. So good team attack could swallow Victoria, or pole sitter. I think it was pole sitter or it was Peach. But anyway, one of the VLS drivers of an opportunity, but they don't want to box too early. Could lead to a double stacking, which none of the teams actually can afford. But none of the drivers behind are deciding to go into the pits, except for Florian is deciding to enter those pits, and is hard braking in there. Packer overtakes him, and also Van Schrenchko is also going into the pits. But look at Bobotti, who's now going to do a nice undercut on two drivers and moving up 2 positions. A little bit of a twitch for him, but I don't know how much he's actually gaining on the. He's a second quicker than what he was at Inters. Says a lot, but Florian is right behind him, so Bobotti will. Florian's actually gone Inters again. So maybe the track is still wet, but drivers are feeling like mediums is actually, or slick tyres are actually a better opportunity now. To me, it's gone hard. Maybe a little bit further away to go, but 23 laps still. LK getting very close. Now, Lucia P47 is pulls the yellow flag on Hamilton straight, or Hamilton on Spread straight. And another opportunity for LK to make a move. Very difficult circuit to make moves, but when you see one, you surprising. Yes, that is Alexander Oceanus into the pit. LK will now inherit P2 and Victor Garcias as well. But LK is deciding on a move here. He's going to go around the outside move, try to look for an opportunity. Bumps Victoria Garcias. And Jerry as well going into the pits, possibly to change to new Inters. And now it's all set behind LK and Victoria Garcias. But now the ultimate test will be, or will the outlaps, or yeah, because Alex has gone on the house. Is those slick tyres the way to go? We'll have to find out about the undercut to really know what tyre is the quickest, but according to my statistics, stats boy, I would say it's still Inters, but we have to see how Alex finds them. I think he, let's see here. Yeah, it's going a little slow, the right crossover yet. But this is of course playing into the hands of their teammates, because if they think that tyres are hard, slow, then they know there's a tyre line, and in goes both LK and Nicolas Garcia. So now, keep an eye on Alex O'Charles, because I think fellow other Williams driver of Jerry has got all the way further back down the field. That's something good. Anyway, I think Alex Oceanas will inherit this lead, and going over to those tyres was the perfect opportunity. We have a yellow flag in the turn area, and that is a XR driver going extremely slow. And yes, Alex Oceanas is our new race leader. LK and Victoria Garcia is now jumping up behind a load of drivers. So Christopher Reese on grippier rain tyres, but will it be enough? We can watch these two drivers going at it. Is Christopher Reese having a better time on those tyres compared to Victoria Garcia's race leader here? Barbotti has left this session. He's dropping out of field. So that's nothing good you want to see. But Cristobal has got more traction out of the corners, but maybe it's difficult to tell. Very difficult to tell. But behind him, LK wants to get past so badly, and it's almost into the inside, but the door is a sham slut on from Cristobal. For LK, as bad news, but for typical Barbotti Diaz, for fuck's sakes. Need to have a stern word with your driver, Grumpy. That is nothing good you would want to see as a team manager. LK, pedal to the metal again. Now we'll make another overtake on Christopher Reese. And behind him, LK looking for an opportunity to the inside. And that's him through into the inside of turn 1 of Christopher Reese. And he makes that place up. Awesome stuff. Sadly not, I can't invite that. I don't have him added. If he adds Deadpool, then sure. There's a 3-time penalty. He has to add Cooler Deadpool. COOLDEADPOOL. Tell him to add me. I'll try to invite him. But I can't add people from this menu. Both because we missed the commentary and yeah. Anyway, Robotti is losing a lot of time, so that's not good for him. Anyway, LK vs Victoria Garcias, but I think Jerry on those mediums is in a fabulous position. But is he, though, on the other hand, gaining time, or is he losing time? Because he's done the opposite of everybody else. He's stayed on those, or Florian has also gone on those inter tyres. There's 20 laps remaining. It's hard to tell. And that is FSC Lehman. And that's Barbotti losing even more time. And yeah, that's Joseph off the track as well. I think he's struggling a lot. And LK making moves. We actually missed that. We're side by side with LK. Who's going to come out the top? LK 16. Pass. Victoria Garcias, but I think he's not done yet. Shot behind. Victoria Garcias moves out of the position. And LK moves up to 4. Awesome stuff from LK. A little bit off there from LK, going a little bit wide. But we'll move over to Cristobal, who's dropped down. So maybe it was a good opportunity to jump on those tyres, those slick tyres, because I wasn't finding a little time to dry line for me now. And now, hey, he might have done the running opportunity now, but those mediums, I don't think they'll last very long. So he'll have to charge up. Joseph receiving 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane and is retired as well. Bad stuff at FST. LK 21.2. Good lap time. Yeah, he is actually gaining time, but he has to gain a lot more because otherwise all that hard work is not paid off, and he goes very wide into the break. This is too much speed being carried there for the wet tyres. Drags into pits onto those hard tyres. Florian starting really far back. We can actually have a look. Where did Florian start? Florian all the way from 17th in P2. Awesome race from him. Credibility to him. Jerry Weasel, on the other hand, is on those inter tyres, going opposite from what his teammates done. So, but Alex is just cruising 5 seconds ahead of P2, dreaming about yellow victory. Jerry, active everyone. Is this going to be a team order? LK is going to go past, and now LK onto the podium is going to try to hunt Florian down. Inters via slicks. I think the right thing was to go on those slick tyres and overspeed like crazy, and Florian's just going to let him pass, and that's into the inside and just pass LK. Good stuff from LK. And now LK with 5 seconds up the road to P1 will push his way up. And that is a yellow flag again. Lewis PI. Lewis. Yeah, 47. Out of the race, retiring. Just bring the car home. What is wrong with you? And we've just passed the halfway point of this Grand Prix. And we'll move over to... And yeah, Weasel making past of Victor Garcia as well. That's interesting to see. But yeah, almost battling out Victoria Garcia. Is not going to give up on it, and that's into the inside. Dive bomb move. And Yeri... Yeah, Yeri's going to fight back with all his might. Yeah, he's going to show his dominance. And past goes Victoria Garcia's. Longbow shot. Past the S's around the outside, and he makes a move. Awesome stuff from Victoria Garcia, still in this fight. Yeah, very slippy slidey from Victoria Garcia. And now we'll go over to Jerry. Oh, that's a huge snap for Jerry. Nothing you will want to see for him. But then we'll move over to Victoria Garcia, who has got the better battery compared to Florian. It's going to be a risky move. He's onto it. No, he doesn't decide to go for anything. Very many car lengths away, so opportunities like that wouldn't be very appreciated. But Victoria Garcia's having the better traction, and now he's going to go for it into the Hamilton corner. This is where Hamilton and Rosberg crashed, but it was close, so tight. In for turn 5. And still Victoria Garcia's being left and not enough room, but still holds on to that fight. And he's going to do it again. Is he going to do it in Victoria Garcia's? Through the outside, into the P3 position. One move, Victoria Garcia's did it again. Expo move, just throwing it into the S's. And he makes it past. Florian disappointed. Victoria Garcia's up to the podium position yet again. The call was right. Medium, the slick tyres are the better if you can control them. Most drivers couldn't. And yeah, Florian and Jerry realising opportunity of jumping on those slicks is inevitable. But I think Alex will have to jump into the pits again. I don't think he's going to be able to carry those tyres out for another... It would be another 13 laps. I think that would be a little bit far-fetched. If he could, he will be slow. And that's same for LK. LK will need to manage those tyres like a... What happened to Yusuf? Retired. We'll move over to the back of the retired in the pit lane. Yeah, fur. Move over to Florian. This guy's fellow Jerry behind. What did I just think about Jerry from South Park? No, I'm saying from Rick and Morty. Anyway, I don't want to get demonetized. Yeah, another battling happening behind Chris Reese. I felt far behind. This is turning very interesting. ART Lemon late on the brakes. Went a little bit too wide there for my liking. Still holds on to it though. But yeah, we're watching... Yeah, that's Christopher retiring in the pit lane. Bring the bloody car home! Deadpool's getting angry now. Victor going very wide. To the yellow flag. Yeah. Now the field's spread up, but Jerry's very quick. Christopher Reese retiring. What a stupid. But he's sending his eyes on Florian, the sole caddy of this session. Go Williams! Go Williams. His finding time, which is very Gary. And Paul Barber is I haven't got a friend request from him, otherwise I will start crying. Nah. Race is a little bit on the slow end now. But we'll keep an eye on the two drivers. Victor Garcias trying to move up another position, but has to get past LK. Alex, 6 seconds up. Right call on strategy, 100%, and took the opportunity that was given to him. Anyway, Jerry Florian is moving down. No, Paco is in the pit. But I don't know why Florian gained Jerry. I don't think he did. Anyway, in front of us, Victor Garcias and LK16, very close to each other. 10-lap-old mediums against 10-lap-old hards. The difference is clear. One tyre is better than the other one. Mediums. And Victoria Garcias on those hard tyres. Allow you to go back and see LK with those tractions out of the corner. Those mediums around the start. Tyres are very worn, which Victoria Garcias will love to see, because now Victoria Garcias will have the extra battery. And it's boost on, active arrow on, pedal to the pedal, and will it be enough? If what he's catching, he's gaining, and he's gaining slowly into the inside. He sends it in turn one, and he takes the opportunity to move up to the podium position. VLS, another 1-2 at the moment, and behind us, Jerry Weasel makes an opportunity on the Florian, giving QDR a 3 and 4 position. Podium still here on the grabs, still. A long way to go on this race. Still another 10 laps. I think LK could decide to do a very strategy here and go on to those possibly another set of mediums if he were to have one. It wouldn't be bad if he did, because I bet you this man, with 20 seconds to go in front, he would have the opportunity to just blast past the field if he did. He had the pace to do it. He is being quick, and I believe in him. Preston will never finish the race. I swear. That's sad. I do feel sad for some of these esports teams. I mean, if it's me, bloody bring it home. Just bring the car home. I mean, if it was an actual race and you are in dead last with like 20, maybe 5 seconds ahead, maybe try to go for it. But then again, it's like, just retire the car, spare on the engine, fair enough. No. I mean, points for P15. Yes, exactly, still points. Points are up to grab for P15. Especially in a situation like this, where there's not a lot of, I wouldn't say competition. There is a good amount of competition, but it's a lower amount of people. Just because of the summer. Now, on the other hand, in my opinion, just bring the car home. It's not going to hurt you, just... it's not going to hurt you from you staying out, you know, getting a few points for the team. The team would be happy in the end of the day. Oh, but Deadpool, what if people just can't be bothered? Well, then be bothered for racing in esports, because, I mean, in the end of the day, points are points. Opportunities like these aren't given to many people, and we do have a spinning car. And that's Lahman, who has spun out. His team is behind, going very quickly, though. And IoT Mohammed will have to slow down a little bit. Hopefully team orders say that one driver can pass the other one, but I don't think those team orders will apply for fellow IoT. Yes, they do. Fellow IoT driver side by side, and that's Mohammed up to 11th. Prime Max Verstappen. 2 seconds away. LK has lost it. I mean, LK box, buddy. What's the medium? You got the fresh tyre. You know, you could probably give you more position. But like, Victoria Garcias will move 150 miles away from you. And QDR, Jerry, and also Florian making tackles. Now the yellow flag, it's the driver, and I think that is our fellow Van going to come in. Williams! As baby daddy receiving a 350 penalty. Go! I'm just gonna say, go Will! Go Williams! I'm actually rooting for QDR this race. Not like anyone cares, but I do. Go Williams! And that's Mr. Van retiring the pit lane. Bring the car home, you stupid. Aw. Deadpool can start hearing crickets. But I did not want to 2-3 points. No, he's a stupid fuck. I think I'm going mentally insane. Yeah, I think Deadpool needs to retire. I'm becoming backwards in the head. But we'll move over to QDR because at least this guy is knowing ball, wanting to make moves on Florian. Jerry, not the Jerry from Rick and Morty, but Jerry, because Deadpool can't pronounce any other names. Slippy Slidey, come on, gain traction, buddy. Battery on. VLS. Probably illegal car, I believe. Oh, then there's a huge slippy slide for Jerry, but he saves it. At least he saves it. I think Florian is also struggling a little bit. But Deadpool is rethinking his life. Yeah, and that's another slow driver. VRL baby daddy, no front wing. If this guy retires, I'm retiring as well. Because this is a stupid. Oh! Deadpool's not happy. Okay, we're gonna say this. Whoever retires now is doesn't like F1, likes I can't say that without getting banned. Well, it's not going. And now it decides to go. Anyway, Victoria, yeah. So, dominated. I think he started P1, didn't he? No, he started P2. And he's like 6 seconds ahead of his teammate. You know what? Slow down and let the teammates fight, please. Please. Oh, of course, driver of the day, Florian, from 17th to 4th. Not bad. Strategy came in clutch, but QDR, Jerry could deny him that. Still raining a little bit, but he doesn't give a darn. And now Jay Slynn, IERT's golden boy for this race, because the other one is not really joining back. But yeah. What do we like seeing? Race cars! What do we like seeing them do? Race cars. Ow. Go, Williams! I am very autistic. And I do not condemn any sort of autistic behaviour in this voice call. And there is a yellow flag. There, our baby daddy into the wall again. Oh my god. Why? He's on one old mediums as well, and Bro's already decided to spin. I'm sorry, but Deadpool's not impressed. I am impressed of these two drivers though. They need to be studied. Let's just throw them in a cage and study them. Honestly. Victoria Garcias and Alex Roscianos. Just study those two drivers. And they're so far ahead. It's crazy. They're just dominating EFES. You know what we say about that? We say VLS will bore EFES fans. Their domination will bore EFES fans. And the matter of fact that VLS will bore no, it doesn't go like that. VLS dominance will bore EFES fans. That's how it goes. No, I don't want to snap on a girl. Leave me alone, I don't comms. Yeah, so Florian. Not close to LK, Jerry. Not close to anyone, so he has the super point. We'll see. There's 3 laps to go. VLS Victoria Garcias. I think Alex Oceanus is slowing down. I swear to God, if these two drivers decide to do a side-by-side lap, I am gonna cry. He needs to be studied. Lab rat. I need to write down these names because I need to remember them, how dominant they were. Anyway, yeah, again, another guy decides to cause a yellow. It might be a visual glitch, you know? Are you ready? Everybody stay behind him. You're doing amazing speeding, but you need the extra boost. Stay behind him. Now, lucky. Mr. Baby Driver F1 has wing damage. Victoria Garcias is still holding on to that lead. No, I'm not. Alex Oceanus is still holding on to that lead. What are these drivers that just side by side showing their dominance? I mean, yeah, James Cliff moves on. Yeah, finally, Jerry Wheezy is been overtaken by James Slater. We absolutely missed that because we were moved sleeping on the 2 guys in top. Anyway, Jerry Wheezy dropping behind now. Those 12 on mediums isn't going to last. 8 move. Up and to make moves. This guy just needs to lock the F in. And yeah, he's close. Still has an opportunity, but the opportunity could be given away. Airflow is being given. Punch through the air, but still not enough. Lay on the brakes for Yeri. I think he wants to keep a good. Yeah, no. Right, car to the side. I think the track. But now he has to hunt. Jason will have to hunt Jerry down again. Not far behind, not far between these two drivers. The other drivers are closing in together, so I think they are going to do side by side for the remainder of the race. So we'll actually go and look at them in a minute. But LK Florian getting very close to LK. This is denying him a podium position. And onto the last couple of corners before the final lap. The final lap has begun now. LK and Alex and Victor, sorry, not LK, Victor and Alex has decided to start their lap now. Not decided, but they have. And we'll move it. We'll watch Florian here, wanting to deny LK pole and his battery on S mode, as we said. Is it going to be now, or is it going to be not? He's very close, but then again, he's far away He'll have to try to find something quickly now because the opportunity is not given, but he is struggling. LK with a 21-old medium doesn't have the opportunity, but Florian is going to look towards the outside. He's going to go into the inside. No move. LK does keep it to defense distance. Oh, Florian is struggling. This is going to be close. Into turn 6. No, turn 5, sorry, turn 5. Here comes turn 6. 7, onto this back straight. We'll watch this back straight. Now, is the opportunity given? But we'll go over to Alex Oceanas, who took pole from his team, who was denied pole from his teammate, but he still wins for VLS, and there's a 1-2 finish for VLS at this time. With LK holding off, he is struggling on those 21 old medium tyres. Is he going to have it? He's coming out of the second to final corner now, penultimate corner. Into the inside. He's done it. LK holds on to that P3 position. And with frustration, Florian smashing the car into the wall. But that is a P2 for P3 for QDR. VLS taking a 1-2 finish for the second time of the season. Awesome stuff. I think it was... Wait, I need to check. Yeah, Alex Oceanas denied pole from fellow comrade Victoria Garcias. But the racing is determining the result. And Alex Oceanas takes that P1 result. And that is your rewards being given. Fastest lap given, of course, to Jerry. Driver of the day, of course, Florian, which is understandable, starting all the way from last position. And Florian as well being given the most overtakes. And here are your standings. VLS Oceanas takes P1 after a P2 start. Victoria Garcias taking that P2 for VLS, ending up in a 1-2. LK16, P3 denying Florian in P4, that podium position. Jerry Weasel takes P5. Jay Slynn in P6, Dragsy in P7, Paiko in P8, Sauber Fussier in 9th, Lehman in 10th, Mohammed in 11th, VRL Baby Daddy taking P12, Barbotti in 13th, Jerry Santiano taking P4, Cristobal Rees in 15th, Luisa PI, of course, 16th, Yusuf in 17th, of course, Yanni, Cristobal and Lewis P. And also Yusuf taking a DNF. Why didn't he continue? I do not know. I do not know. And that is your race, everybody. And yeah, that is your race, everybody. I do want to thank you, EFES, for letting me doing their commentary yet again for another Sunday in a row. It's much appreciated. I hope I was yeah, I should be speaking because someone's... And I hope I see you all on... I hope you all join back in for the F2 division. At Catalunya? No, it would be another track, wouldn't it? Probably. But on Tuesday, F2 division being run. Same time. 8 PM UK. And I hope everybody has an amazing night or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you again, EFES, for letting me commentate. And I'll see you all soon. Maybe Tuesday. I'll see. No, I'm not. I'm going away. You will have someone else to talk to you guys. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I was your host, Cooler and Deadpool. And I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.